Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Happy Friday. Time for Friday book haul as usual. I was looking around because I tend to finish at the bookshop and I lug all my bags of books in and I put them down and they just sit around the place for a day or two or 10 until I get around filming them and then I put them away. So I was looking everywhere for my bag of books and I'm looking, I couldn't find anything. And then in a bag with some other stuff which I'd already showed, there were like 3 books. So that's why I couldn't find them. There were so little. But I have found a couple of other pieces to show you just to make it a little bit more worthwhile. So as usual, oh yeah, open collaboration. If you want to join in, add hashtag Friday Book Haul to your video's description so we can all find it. Yeah, so as usual, I got the coloured end pages out of 2. I managed to get them out of 2 books, but that's cool. I've got a pile of these. Absolutely love them. Every time I'm doing anything, whether it be making embellishments or making a journal, I always raid my coloured book pages because sure enough, I can find just the right colour for what I want, which I do love. Okay, there is this. It's a diary or something, a travel book. Yeah, property of setting off from, on, in search of, with. It's Lonely Planet Kids, so maybe a travel diary or something like that. But it's a shame for these to go in the bin because you do get these beautiful blank parts that you can fill in. And back tags with news as pages, so that's what I'll do with that. I've got 2 of these, I think, different volumes. So I have a few of these already. I find it hard not to grab these when they're in the bin. So it's Australian Plants, volume 5 and 6, I think. Yeah, volume 5 and 6. Because they're quite old, I think. I don't know if it has a date. 1968 it says on the top there of all the pages. They're a bit glossy, these ones. You get your photos, illustration, adverts. They might be fun to cut out and make some little tags with. I have to look at my other ones because I don't think my other ones are glossy, but I'll have to see. $72 for this one. Some of the photos are really pretty. So very similar. So I'll put those with my collection. Then I found this, Annette von Drost Hulshoff. Looks German or something. I really like that dust cover. Now, I might have got this just for the cover. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now, it looks like a snail's walked up there, or a slug or something, which is gross, so I'll try and clean that off, but that cover is beautiful. So I'll definitely try and clean that up. $19.65. The pages are in great condition, so I might use those for ephemera too. They're a beautiful colour. And there's a lot of poetry by the looks that's written in German. And then in one of my previous hauls, I mentioned that I grabbed a whole lot of Australian Geographics that were in these boxes, but I couldn't show you because I left them in the boot of the car. I only just got them. I had like 1 or 2 of them out of the boot, but I just got my son to lift the box of them out of the boot. So I don't know how many weeks that was. A bit sad. I kept forgetting they were in there. But these are the box things that they come in, and they're nicely padded on the front. So I thought, because I've got about maybe 10 to 14 of these, and they're in such good condition, real shame for them to go in the bin. So I think I might try and reuse these to store themed papers in when I harvest my books. I think they'll be handy because then I can sit and like label them and sit them on the bookshelf. So I thought we'd have a look at these since I didn't get to show you when I got them. So the Velcro does pull off a bit, but that's all right. So they've got your beautiful Australian geographics in there. So each box has 4. Could even fit my craft magazines in here because I'll go through all these geographics sometime and harvest them. I just have so many magazines here. I can't really keep them until I'm ready to use bits. I really need to harvest and get rid of the bits I won't use, which is hard because I tend to see a use for most things. So beautiful photos in these. Of the nature in Australia. Oh, that's so sweet. But as you can see, there are quite a few pages that I wouldn't use. So that's hence why it'll be useful for me to harvest them. Oh, is it? Check out one more of them. This one looks like it might be more ocean themed. I'll be able to fussy cut that. I say ocean themed, I haven't seen anything ocean themed yet. So it does have fold outs in it as well. So some cool birds, seabirds there. So that will be a rainy day activity for me to go through all of them and harvest. And then maybe I can use 1 or 2 of the boxes to put what I've got out of them. Now, what else I have to show you is a few bits and pieces that I got from an estate sale a month or so ago. I did get some postage stamps to go with my collection, and there were a few of your catalogues and that with them. So there were a whole lot of pamphlets, stamp sort of pamphlets and that, which I will go through these as well. I mean, you could just put them in like a page into your journal and have a bit of a fold out, which maybe I might do something like that. But otherwise, I was thinking of just chopping the stamp pictures out of these. But maybe I will keep the pamphlets together for now and see what I want to do with them. So that's a stamp bulletin. Must be a New Zealand one. Yeah, New Zealand stamp bulletin. I think these are all New Zealand ones, which is cool because I get the Australian stamp bulletins. If you ask your local post office or whatever, they might, or was it the post office? Or I actually contacted online the stamp bulletin place. I can't remember exactly what they're called, and asked them. I think I just messaged them and asked if they could send them to me, and they started sending them to me. That's when I started journaling and I didn't have much. Now I get them and it's like, oh, I don't even know if I'll use these, but I probably will, so keep getting them. I love stamps. That's pretty cool, calendar. So yeah, I got a pile of these, but nice ephemera if you haven't got many actual stamps. Some of these like that I will just cover and use or put in the recycling. So I'll go through all of that sometime and see what to do with it. Then there are a couple of small catalogues, colour catalogue of Australian stamps. These are heaps of fun to use, especially the colour ones. I mean, I have thousands of stamps, but I still get excited by using these. Something weird about that. But what I might do with these is make some journaling cards with big blocks or something rather than chopping them out. Usually I chop them out. But yeah, no, I love the stamps because you get so many different themes. So there's, you know, stamps to go with every theme or colour you can imagine. Some more of your Australian ones. So that's first edition. The other one was second edition. We've got a fourth edition and a third edition. So that's really cool. And then there's this big one. It says new $10. I got it a lot cheaper than that. I think all the stuff I got in this pile was $10. So for a whole lot of catalogues and first day cover album as well. And beautiful pages. So never-ending ephemera. Making squeaky noises. So that was it, a very small book haul, but that's good. Got some interesting bits and pieces. So I hope you've been having fun finding some bits and pieces for yourself to use in your crafting, whether it be new, second-hand, or just junk pulled out of your rubbish bin. My son's got the message now and he keeps getting deliveries, and every time he unpacks anything, he brings out all the boxes and little cards and all of that and says, do you want any of this? And I usually say, yeah, I'll have it all and sort it out later. So so anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you again soon. Bye.